Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to everybody all around the world. It's Lee from Magnetic North Magnet Fishing, and today I've come back to the river. I'm in Derbyshire and I'm going to do a bit more. The river is very high today, very fast flowing, so I'm going to do a tiny bit here and then I'm going to move down because of the noise of the water power over the weir. It is affecting the video quality, so I'm not going to film too much at this location, and I'll do a bit here and there on the chest rig. So I'll get back to you very soon. Hope everyone's okay, and here we are for another adventure. Thanks for joining. Well, I've had a couple of casts and got a few smalls out. I've got some really nice big bits as well, so I'll just show you those. And then I'm going to break those down, move those to the scrap area, and I'll be fishing a slightly different area about 50 metres further down, if that, 40 maybe. So all the areas will be fished and I'll show you what's found. So we've had this bar, as you can see, straight out of the silt levels. That's been in there a very long time. Now this piece, you can see how big it is, and that is solid iron all the way through. And we've had this iron pin out, again straight out of the silt here. Two pieces of random that came from the area where the bomb crater is in the water. Just magnetic rock and iron on that one. Now this here could be a railway sleeper bolt or pin. That's quite nice. That's going to be Victorian in date, 1880s. That's the other piece that came from where the bomb crater were. And another piece of cast metal, so that's going to be checked as well. And then we had this piece here, iron with furnace melt on the bottom. This piece all cased in iron, but on the bottom you've got that very old bluish aqua window glass, so I'm always happy when that's out the water. And here in the bag of waste, a few nuts, bolts, general metal, springs, no idea what that is. And then this just shows the power of the Artemis. This has all come in on one cast. So we've got large nail, magnetic rock. It doesn't want to let go, so always, if you can, put your foot on it and pull. So you've got these big ingot pieces. Again, look at that, straight out of the silt level. It's definitely working its magic. And you've got these pieces, they've been down there that long. They've got stones encased into them. And there we've got a big bolt. So that'll be broken down so it can go to scrap. And just general bits really. You see, it does not want to let go. So they're nondescript, they will just go straight to scrap. So just bits and pieces of nuts and bolts, things like that, and lots of small bits, nuts there and bolts. It's a nice looking one there. That'll probably go back for cleaning actually. And just lots of silt, magnetic rock. That's another piece that will go back for cleaning because that's come from the shrapnel area. And lots of smalls. So amongst it all as well, I've just had, I'll block the light so you can see. So we've just had this very long, huge iron pipe. So, you know, when that was in the water, it was obviously full of water. There were bits of mud in there. Thankfully, it's manageable now. It's thin cast. And there we go. Big heavy piece. And I did have to get it basically out there onto this embankment and then drag it up here. The magnet was not powerful enough to lift it completely, but it was enough to get it out the water. So just down there in the water, there's a huge pipe section. Now that has been dragged from right across there. Now when the water is lower, that will be got out with a grapple hook and ropes. It's just too heavy to get on my magnet on my own. That could be the piece that was holding on to my magnet the other day, and with the weight of it, it slightly pulled my back. So I'm going to get a bit of help on that one. But there we are, we can actually see it's a big piece. Solid cast iron, very thick, and certainly very heavy. So I've moved down a bit. I am next to a weir, water fast flowing over it. So what I'm going to do instead of actually filming here is I'll do a bit of fishing, pull some finds out, show you the finds like before, and move down further that way. So I've had a number of casts and found a few bits and bobs. I'll show you those in a minute. So if you're near a weir and there's water flowing over it, it is very, very noisy. So if you do intend to fish near a weir, it would be advisable to take earplugs with you, just so that it drowns out some of the noise. It isn't good on the hearing to have the noise of a waterfall all day long. So please take note and to take some ear defenders or earplugs if you intend to fish near such a site. So this is the bits that I've just had out. Just scraps basically, bits of bar, nondescript metal. Not sure what that were. It's big round iron, more bar, plate metal, some ingots just there, and another ingot there. And as you see, straight out of the silt level, and a few magnetic bits of scraps and shards and silt. Just a big bar, mushroom bolt. Now this is an ingot as well of a different shape that I've taken the crust off just so you can see what they are. A large early nail, and this bit of bridge fitting cut off here would have been bolted here, bolts like that. So I've moved down a good 40 metres from the weir, and if you listen you can still hear it even here. So I'm going to do a bit of fishing here, but the sound quality is a lot better. So I'll put you onto the chest mount there and we'll get on with it. So when you upgrade on magnets and you've got a river site that's produced, always go back to it, because there's always going to be something new in the rivers or something washed down and silt removed from the older levels. And if you've got something that's heavier that you couldn't get previously, a stronger magnet would likely to grab hold and lift it out of the water. So on this one we've just got a bit of roof slate with a bolt attached to it just there. So it just shows how things concrete together. Okay, so on this one got a bit of old tin plate, been down there a very long time, straight in the bag. More bits of tin plate, magnetic rock. Right, it's got something there. So hope everyone's having a lovely week, and if you're out, I wish you the best of luck. And shout out to Johnny's Corner in USA, Rusty Magnets over in USA, and Citizen Magnets USA, Glasgow Magnet Fishing. Now they have actually got a collab coming up in June, and there is going to be a collab in Glasgow, Scotland, and also another over in Edinburgh, Scotland, and they will be raising money for Young Lifes versus Cancer. So very, very good cause to support. Just magnetic rocks on that one. Shout out to Musselburgh Magnet Fishing in Edinburgh and Lothian area. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. And they're also holding the collab joint with Glasgow Magnet Fishing on the Edinburgh side. So please support those. If you haven't checked out their pages, go and have a look at those, like and subscribe. Also Welsh Adventures and More, Dave's store, go and check that out as well. Very, very good products on there. Beanies, poker chips, stickers, hoodies, gloves, and the website's changing regularly. And for anybody wanting Kratos Magnetics magnets, so you can get 12% discount on checkout by entering the words on screen. Also in May, it is coming up very soon, I am doing a sponsored coast to coast walk for cancer in Yorkshire, England, UK, and I would like to thank anybody that's donated to that already, and to anybody that donates in the coming days and weeks before the event starting early in May. So thank you again to everybody for your support. Magnetic silt on that one. There is a bit more power in the water over there. There is a bit of an undercurrent. So always watch your footing, watch where your rope is, and just know that you're going to be safe. If you are out fishing on your own, always, if you can, let somebody know where you're going, just in case of an emergency, and give them a rough time estimate as to how long you're going to be out and when they expect to hear from you for your safe return. Keeps everyone's mind at peace and everybody knows that you're safe. Let's see, what have we got? Oh, nice. So on that one, I've got a bit of plate metal. Always good to be out the water because that does break up and that's what creates the small shards. And then we've got a bracket, nail through the top there, and these pegs on the front. Not sure what it was used for, but I'm glad that's out the water. And on the other side we've got another one as well, just there, but there's no nail in the top of that one. So when you do get something heavy, adjust your stance so that you know that you're not likely to fall. If you are going to fall, it's going to be in a safer position, so you minimise injury to yourself when you do fall. Most of us in magnet fishing have actually fallen at some point or other, and you just have to make sure it's the less damage possible to yourself and those around you. Don't forget to keep your scrap in areas where it's in a nice neat area. If you are on a river side where you haven't got much clear areas to leave scrap, make sure it's in an area that people can see where it is, in a nice pile, until it goes to the scrap collection point or taken away with you at the end of the day. Don't forget, it is important to remove all scrap and everything pulled out of the water. Litter, metal, everything. It all keeps the environment nice and clean and makes it nice and respectable, and a lot more people can enjoy the area. So on this one, I've just got a bit of a bar, nothing special. But again, it's out of the silt level. Yep, we've got something on there. Oh, quite a bit actually. So on that one, we've just got this bit of old rebar, and it's got this old cloth on it, and on the other side just bits of pipe. And oh, on that one we've got a bent nail, fairly modern, so I'm really pleased that's out the water. And some plate metal. I've just noticed just over here there is all this fishing line that's been left. It's just snapped in the ground I'm glad that's out of the environment as well. Some sinkers on there. Straight into the bag. It's got something though. Just an old corroded nail. And just on this one, bit of plate metal. And a nut. And on the bottom of the magnet, just magnetic rock and bits of plate metal. But all the metal we pull out, it all gets recycled, makes the waters cleaner, environment nicer, and that's a bonus. So on this one, bits of pipe, cast metal, no idea what it was, just there, nails, plate metal, shards, magnetic silk. Now I am going to be out on Friday where Ben will be joining me for another adventure. So I hope you're all looking forward to Ben's adventure again, and we will be going back to a canal system, and we might even see the CRT again, who recently left us very positive feedback, and they were very happy with all the work that we were doing on the canal system and the post clean up after we've finished magnet fishing. All scrap was removed as it should be, and yeah, it's nice to know that people appreciate what we do as well. It is all for the environment, and people do work together, whether it's a hobby, paid, volunteers, we're all helping the environment, doing our own little bit. And magnet fishing, it's a good fun hobby. So on that one, we've just got this bit of bar, again stuck to the top of the magnet. So this is a Kratos Artemis magnet, £2,400. It's a very, very good magnet, highly recommended, and so is the Titan 2.0, also by Kratos Magnetics. And if you want one of the best magnets going from Kratos, then I highly recommend the Poseidon at £4,850 pull. It's a monster, but it will get everything out of the water. And on that one, big piece of cast, nondescript, bit of a plate and sediment. Yeah, I'm stuck onto something there, so I'll move my angle. So when you get something and you're stuck, change position a few times and hopefully it should come free. Right, it's just come off. So shout out to the Northwest Magnet Fishing Collective, and go and check them out on social media and YouTube. And a new magnet fisher, young fisher, Northampton. He's new. He should be out very, very soon. And Also to Jonesy's Magnet Fishing over in Long Eaton, new to the hobby. So on that one, bit of plate metal, bit of wood with a bit of wire, and a big lump of magnetic cast, probably furnace waste, and lots of little shards. And shout out also to Finders Keepers over in Dorset. Again, he's had some interesting finds recently, so be sure to check that out as well. Something trying to lift here. Right, that's a problem. I've now got stuck. So I think what's in the water is a fence spike, because I can see it lifting. Right, I'm going to have to change completely. Back with you in a mo. So all the scrap has been removed, and up there as well, and the previous area. I'm a bit beat, it's quite warm, not been getting terribly a lot, so I've just been battling down there somewhere. There is a spike in the water, a bit of a fence railing, so I am tired, folks, and I've got all the scrap away, the bigger bits as well. The very large items have gone to scrap, and yeah, the scrapman says about 140, 150 kilo for today. So hope everyone's enjoyed this adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I always look forward to your input and feedback on the site. And yeah, I'm very tired. So this is Lee from Magnetic North Magnet Fishing. Bye for now.